Good morning, students. This video is for class 3 science, and today we will start with feet and claws of the body parts of birds. Birds have 2 feet with 4 toes on each. That means they have feet with 4 toes. You will see one here and 3 in the front. So these are 4 toes where they can hold the bottom one, they can hold the branch and balance themselves. Their feet helps them to walk, hop, run, swim, climb and perch. Perch means to hold on to something and then climb. Sorry. The feet of a bird has long curved nails called claws. So if you see the feet of the birds, they have long nails and they are called claws. They are called claws. These help birds to catch and hold food and perch on trees. They also provide protection to the birds from their enemies. So these claws help them to perch onto trees, hold on trees, hold the food, and also protect themselves from enemies. So what they do is that they scratch when some enemies come in front, come to attack them. They scratch with the help of the claws. Now, different birds have different types of claws. Let us read about those feet and claws. Number 1 is perching bird. Perching birds. Birds like crow, sparrow, parrot and myna have long and slender, long and slim, long and thin claws with 3 toes in front. They have 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. Their toes help them to hold the branch of a tree very firmly. The toes of the bird, of perching birds, they help to hold the branch where they sit to hold firmly, means very strongly. This act is known as perching. They can even sleep without falling while they perch on trees because the toes continue to grip the branch firmly. So they can go off to sleep also by holding the branch firmly, because when they sleep or they don't sleep, the toes hold the branch very firmly and does not let them fall off. Next is climbing birds. Next is climbing birds. Climbing birds like woodpecker and parrot have 2 toes front pointing forward and 2 toes pointing backward on their each foot. So unlike the perching bird where they have 3 toes in the front and 1 toe at the back, climbing birds, they have 2 toes in the front and 2 toes at the back. They have sharp claws. That means the nails that is fitted to the feet, the nails they have is very sharp. Their feet help them to climb up and hold on to trees. So these feet of the climbing birds, they help them to climb, to perch onto the trees and then climb. Next is flesh-eating birds. Flesh-eating birds. Birds of prey like eagle, that means birds that feed on other animals or dead animals. Vulture and hawk have strong, sharp and hooked claws called talons. So the toes, the feet or claws of these prey birds, that means which feed on flesh of other animals, they have hooked and very sharp and very strong, so that they can tear muscles from the dead animals or other animals. Their talons help them to hold and catch and firmly hold their prey like mice, rat and toads while flying. So this type of feet help them, their toes help them to hold the prey on which they will be eating, to hold it very firmly, very strongly while they fly. Next is scratching bird. Scratching birds. Birds like hen have strong feet with 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. It is same as perching birds. They also have, birds like hen, they also have 3 toe at the front and 1 toe at the back. Their feet have hard and sharp claws to help them to scratch and dig ground in search of seeds and all. So the claws that are fitted to the feet of the scratching bird, they are very sharp and strong, so that they can remove the soil, they can dig the soil, and they can search for their food. Next is wading bird. Wading birds. Water birds like heron and crane have long slender legs with spread out thin and long toes. So water birds, the birds that you generally find in the water like crane, heron, they have long leg and the feet of them are very spread. It is not together like this. It is not together like this. It is all spread, so that wherever they put the foot, they remain there. The leg, the feet does not go inside the mud or sink. These wading bird can walk on the mud in the shallow water of ponds to catch their prey such as fish and crab. So these birds, they can walk on the shallow water, means the mud where it is very soft. They can walk on top of that and they can catch their prey food. Their toes help them to stand on the soft mud near without sinking. So that because the toes are spread, because the toes are spread like this, just because they are spread like this, they can easily stand on soft mud water without sinking, means without going inside it. Their long legs help them to walk in water without getting their feather wet. Because they have very long legs, it helps them to walk in water without getting their feathers wet by the water. The last is swimming bird. Swimming birds, if you see duck, swan, you'll see the foot are joined together with a very thin skin. All the feet are joined together so that they can swim easily. They can push the water back and they can swim in front or backward. Birds like duck and swan have webbed feet with 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. The front toes are joined by the skin forming a wave. I have already told you the toes are joined by very thin skin. The webbed feet act like paddle and push water back to help the bird move forward. So this web fitted, they act as a paddle to push the water backward and move forward while swimming. This helps the bird to swim. The webbed feet also helps the bird to walk on mud easily. So this, just because there is a very thin skin attached to all the toes, they can walk on soft mud easily without going inside the mud. So I hope children, all of you have understood this. Please read this paragraph and then you will find it is more easier than before. So children, for today we will keep it till here. Thank you so much.